Well, I just happened to watch a movie and I just finished it. I rented from video exclusive. Yeah. Stargate from 1994. It is a sci-fi movie directed by Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin. These are the partners in crime of the epic blockbuster disaster movies. That includes 2012, Godzilla, The Day After Tomorrow, 10,000 BC, Independence Day, of course. And I'm like, all right, so we know that these are popcorn movies. That's what even Roland Emmerich, the German himself, said. Yeah, I make that because it's a popcorn movie. It's like, yeah, I make it because I like the magic of movies and it's fun to make them. It's like, this isn't going to win any awards, all right? You got James Spader, if I'm not mistaken, and we got him. Yes, you indeed do have Kurt Russell. Yes, who plays a Marine who he's a little bit of a hard ass, yes, but he's got a it's like he's got a heart of gold, I guess. Ancient Egypt, 1928. Egyptian expedition, 1928. They discover a massive portal, and they excavate. I'm like, what is this? And there's a whole bunch of Egypt. There's a whole bunch of Egypt symbols on it. You know, you got your Eye of Horus, Ra. You know, you got all that stuff going on. Turns out there was also a UFO that took a body from somewhere. What was it? 8,000 BC, 5,000 BC, something like that. And so in the present day of 1994, we've got Spader who plays a little, how do they describe him? A dweeb. Yes, he plays a dweeb. I mean, you can even tell he looks like a dweeb. He looks like a dweebier John Denver. Not knocking John Denver, but I mean, he looks like if John Denver looked like a dweeb. So it's like, yeah, so this portal is like, yeah, hey, we're going to bring you in. We're going to bring you in, Daniel Jackson. You need to decipher what's going on, how to activate this portal, and see where it leads. And of course, after being evicted from his apartment, he's got to figure out what's going on. Turns out that there's also a woman named Catherine there who gives him an amulet. She was actually there in Egypt in 1928 when they discovered everything. And they eventually get taken to a world that is akin to ancient Egypt, where Ra himself is played wonderfully by Jay Davison, who is actually now a model, a fashion person. Anyway, this movie is not going to win any awards. It is not going to be Picture of the Year. It's not going to be a piece that makes you think a lot and alter your perspective on life. Now, this is pretty much what it is, a popcorn movie. You turn it on in order to see the cliches of all the Devlin Roland movies as of a likable nerd who knows what he's doing, and he solves everything. It's got all the cliches that you could see over time, but at the same time, it's 1994. The special effects it's up there. It's the special effects CGI was coming in along with Jurassic Park and the antelopes running from The Lion King. You have them going through the portal where it appears all liquidy, almost kind of like mercurial, I guess would be the word, just without all the poison that comes from mercury. And that it's special effects, very nice. You get to see everything. You get to see how they travel from present day 1994 all the way to another world of Egypt. I'm like, okay, this is pretty impressive. You get some nice set pieces of a giant pyramid. I mean, this is a beautifully designed pyramid, and it's just like, wow. You have these guards that are wearing these helmets, These helmets are, when they take them off, you can kind of tell it looks a little dated, but then again, 1994, it was starting to become more prominent the use of CGI. So this was so it was pretty cool for the time. You got, yeah, you just got all the set pieces. You learn a little bit about Egyptology, like what they believed in, how Ra was depicted as a colossal schmuck. You've got, the stock characters, but it is interesting to see Kurt Russell, who plays a hard-boiled veteran, but eventually he warms up enough to where there's a mutual respect, I would say. Excuse me. Of these two. They respect each other, and it's like, all right, yeah, I can see that. It's the standard stock growth that you're going to see in all the movies, but it's rather finely acted for a summer blockbuster. You keep that in mind. Um, the music is good. It's your standard bombastic score that you're going to hear in every other Emmerich movie that you're going to hear whenever you see this. Okay, it's just it's an orchestra or stuff that they have that's stock. It's not the most legendary score, but it gets the job done. So, the plot's good. There's also like a short movie called Egyptscape that is pretty much the same plot that I forgot the author who did it. They had an out-of-court settlement that the original author of Egyptscape successfully won, or whatever it was. It's an interesting piece of trivia. Just look it up online. So yeah, if you ever get the chance and you want a movie where you just turn your brain off, you watch some good acting, you watch some great set pieces of the whole disaster, like of the whole epic / summer blockbuster, go and give Stargate a watch.